Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a treat tonight. The views stated in this track are solely of the Block himself and cannot be reproduced or retransmitted except by Block Basics Productions, BBP, and their affiliates.
Yeah, no, I'm saying come over and eat up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 454 of the Tyrell Effect. We are here live with Tajh King.
Salute.
Bless up, King. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm all right. I'm not too bad, God wake me up today. He woke me up, so everything is good, Can't really complain. Just working towards whatever I'm working towards with the music, so everything's blessed. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good to hear that. Okay. So now I'm going through some of the songs that we're going to play today. We got some private name, private number. I'd be remiss if I didn't throw a track by me in here. I got two, actually.
That's all good. It's all music, right?
Yes, sir. It's all. I'm just trying to, create a bit of a culture blend, if you will.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. I like different music. I like hearing other music, other than myself. So it's good. It's inspirational.
Yeah, definitely. You can hear the similarities, the differences, things that might inspire you to change something or even remind you of why you're doing things the way you are. So,
Right.
It's a blessed situation. You guys are seeing me how you never see me. This is like the first in 454 episodes that I am not wearing a hat to start the show. Daughter.
It's all good.
I know, but it's a thing. Daughter. Okay, she went upstairs. I'm gonna get her to grab me a hat. We'll grab me a fun hat or something. But it's not about me right now. It's about you. So, we came to meet through. Hey, Smith, grab my spring hat over there, please. We came to meet. Oh yeah, the bunny ears. It's Easter, sure. Oh yeah, and it's warm in here. I don't need to sweat. So
I'm already. He's already. Temperature is already set.
I'm telling you, man. There we go.
Jeez.
I like to stick with the season. I'm the type to celebrate everything. You know what I mean? Like everything.
No, most
good.
definitely. No, for sure.
Yeah, every culture contributes something good to this world and the way that it is. And I firmly believe that even though there's miscommunications based on perspective and ego, everyone contributes something good to the way that life is. So we just got to find that good and celebrate it.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I could elaborate with that too. Like, I feel like everything is the same, but like different versions, like cars. Everything does the same thing, like cars, but it's just different explanations. Some has different features, some has the same features. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's all love at the end of the day.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we got to look at it like that. Usually when I do the show, I gotta bring up a clip from Me and the Boys Wrestling, which you can find on Mondays live on youtube.com/@POEZ. James Owen Brown is the mastermind behind this universe of creatives using digital avatars to settle their differences. I mean, it's intense. This last episode he's got one episode up here that's 3 hours long. We're not gonna watch the whole thing.
I'm like, yo, we're ready for a movie.
This is the most recent one. I gotta, and you know me. Well, for those who know me, I gotta skip to somewhere where y'all can see what's up. So give me a second. And
No doubt.
Let me find. There we go. Okay. Your boy, yours truly. Yeah, your boy, yours truly, the Block, has a iteration called HR in the game. And in this game, like I said, we use real people Real people are using digital avatars to settle their differences. So we had a backstage brawl, and no, it wasn't even a backstage brawl. It was a Royal Rumble.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was a Royal Rumble. And this newcomer, Nathan Lachlan, decided it was going to be appropriate to dump me out of the ring. So I said, all right, cool. We got to fight. That
Right.
fight was supposed to happen last week, but the Booker man was a little busy because he's got like 60 people throwing chats in or throwing words in the chat.
Right. 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 They're tuned in. They're tuned in.
Tuned in, so they're locked in, bro. There are people who are living their real lives in this fantasy universe right now. So
Oh man. I can only
no,
imagine like the digital world is another level, so I can only imagine like you just never know what's next, you know?
it's meta, man. It is definitely meta. It's so like we're talking like it started when I started with him in season 3. It was there's 8 people. Him and a few of his boys. They're just created, did whatever. He told me what he wanted to do. I said, "Are you
Right.
sure?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, cool." By the end of season 3, I think we had like 20 guys.
Wow.
Season 4, we added another 5, and then it just started getting exponential. Season 5, season 6, we're in season 12 now.
Jeez.
Season
That's how
12
far you
now
got.
has
Yeah, how long did that take? That's a nice stretch.
season. I believe it's been about, I want to say about 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's been a good amount of time because I've been,
That's
yeah, about
consistent though. That's consistent though, right? Like that's the main,
hundred,
that's good.
100%, 100%, and like, and the stories that this man tells with these avatars is ridiculous. Like, I used to watch Raw and SmackDown and all that stuff. I get my
Of
wrestling
course.
content.
Of course. That's classic. Who hasn't? It kind of that's like legendary for every kid, you know?
Yup, yup, yup. And like, as much as they're doing good now, they're doing some things right now that you know what I mean. You could watch, but I'm getting my wrestling content from this. So
And
yeah, it's just I think it's because I'm engaged more
mm-hmm.
because I have a character in there. It's not like I'm like, you know what I mean, living
On the
vicariously
sideline
through.
watching or something. Yeah, yeah. You're involved. You're involved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have my avatar. I have 2 avatars. My fiance has an avatar. So we're
Damn.
like there was a table match, and I like he put on the live, and I'm watching and watching. I'm like, okay, and then I see her outfit. I'm like, what's going on here? So I zoom in, and I realize this man set up a 5-way women's Iron Man table match.
Wow.
Have you even heard
Wow.
something like that in the? You never heard something like that in the WWE, but you're
Nah,
going to
I'm a
just now. You're going to
all
just now because of
right,
this.
all right, all right, all right. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this.
I'm telling you. So I have the clip loaded up, but we're about to go to commercial break. This is the Terrell Effect. We are here with Tajh King, episode 454. We have
Choo.
season, or sorry, our 9th year anniversary set for July 26th. Come check us out. Location to be determined. But if you have a venue that you'd like to host this event at, let me know. exposedthenorth@gmail.com is where you can get a hold of me. At the Block Online on Instagram, X, and most other platforms. TikTok. Check out my TikTok. All right. We will be right back. All right. We're here with Tajh King. I
Yes,
told you I
sir.
had an episode from a clip from me and the boys wrestling loaded up. So let's get
Okay.
that. Let's check that out. And this doesn't have the commentary. Usually me and James and I do the commentary, but because he has these one-off episodes, from time to time he just kind of flies solo.
Right, right.
So yeah, let's check this out because I'm interested to see what happened. I missed this part of the episode. All right, let's go.
Let's check it out. Let's see this.
Something.
What?
You did.
I'm the only one watching.
Here we go, guys.
No way.
Yeah,
The setup is like that too?
yeah. This is 2K25.
Oh my, what?
No train watching too.
If I'm not mistaken,
That is crazy. That's like Las Vegas type.
yep, you're about to see HR,
Dude, look at
aka
this
Mr.
guy.
I
Tyrell.
thought I could do it.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
this guy.
George,
You know the fit
I
too.
remember and you'll have a
yes,
field day with this.
Yeah.
yes.
Wow, it's like you've been doing this. Look at this guy.
For a minute,
Fingers and
for a
bags.
Look at
minute,
this guy.
still.
What in the world? How?
Yep.
I'm so lost for words. How?
This honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the POE right now. I was just
What
playing
the
video games.
hell? Yo,
Now
bro, I
I'm
need to
living
get on
it.
this. What in the? I need to get on this.
If you want to get involved, all you got to do, we can talk about this after the show, but if you're watching this and you want to get involved and you have WWE2K25, make your character,
It's too much of
#MATB. He looks for characters every week. If you don't have
Wow.
it, hit him up, youtube.com/@POEZ, and we'll make your character.
Wow. Bro, that looks dope. Like that looks real. Like holy.
Yeah.
That looks real. Like this digital thing is on a whole nother level right now.
Face with tears of joy, face with
What? This guy's doing the what? The King Kong?
making his way to the
Yeah,
ring.
man. Yeah, man.
Which Mr. couldn't beat
What?
Mikey Taylor.
This is like some of what we do. Like I said, in the boys wrestling, real people using digital avatars to settle their differences. We got a live chat. Check out the Only Heels Facebook group post of the week where we put up parody wrestlers, and it's a fun time over there. Me
The
and the boys
WWE
wrestling.
universe just exploded.
There we go.
Wow.
Here, the shot.ca is where you can find the latest from the soon-to-be greatest.
Wow.
From London, England, weighing in at 275.
Bro, this is unreal right now.
Nathan.
Like you can only do this in a video game. Like you can only do this like on a PS whatever. But like
Right now,
this is unreal. An avatar.
Well, I happen to know for a fact that they are completely trustworthy and denied your interview because
This
you
is
would
unreal.
definitely twist their words.
raining money.
Wow. You put me on game right now.
He calls
I'm
himself
telling
the
you,
standard
fam,
bearer of this
this is
division and plans on proving it in a matter of
You know how
months.
like even if you don't like games, you know how big this brand is, like WWE, WCW, all of that.
Yep. Like this
That's
is
big.
history right now.
That's big. We're in the future. How about that?
That's what it sounds like.
You couldn't do this back then.
No. You
You're
remember
looking at a well-traveled superstar who has seen a lot in the ring.
On the rock
Experience
bottom.
comes
Oh.
confidence. There's nothing you can throw at
You
this
can
crowd
snap
that could phase him in the
I
slightest.
snap it.
His shoulders are down.
Lose
Two,
it.
and still hanging on.
Close.
Bro.
Almost lights out.
Held in a perilous position.
Shut up, bro.
On the rope. This is no lagging, no nothing. Like what?
Face.
Nope.
Damn.
And if you see, like me and the boys on the ring, me and the boys on the corner, I think this is 2K24
Oh, you knew what was coming.
actually.
That's still good though.
Yeah.
Hooked up. Belly back suplex.
Suplex.
And a leg drop for good measure. Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out.
Yo, it's so good. I don't even know who's gonna win.
Brought down.
I don't even know. I haven't watched this
Just end
yet,
this
so I'm
now.
kind of.
I don't even know who's gonna win.
Not
This
even
is
a
crazy.
one count there.
Anyone who thought this be over quick has another thing coming.
Oh, take it down. Oh, no.
Kind of biased right now.
Elevates his shoulder.
Wow.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Uh-oh. Face
Damn.
first. He's getting a little battered now. Able to reverse that one.
Reverse that. Yeah. Some Rey Mysterio. That was like a Rey Mysterio right there.
Goes into the pin. And the referee stops the count before two. He's nowhere near ready
That's
to
crazy
stop
with the
fighting yet.
different moves and all that. That's
Able to
crazy.
sidestep it.
I'm telling you, and I went through my skill tree, and I have
Using
moves
the
for
elbow
people that I
to
have no
escape the
business
attack.
using.
Wow. Oh.
Choke
Woo.
slam.
Bam.
He can end it here.
No, he can't.
Nope.
Wow,
Nope.
he kicked out. He got close there. It could be do
This
or
is
die
not going to
time.
be a squash match.
Damn.
DDT.
Jeez.
Nah, that's some next up. What the hell?
Power bomb.
What?
And the
Yeah,
exclamation
man.
point.
Ooh.
No sell.
Setting it up. Boom.
Ooh.
Gut wrench.
Gut wrench
Have you ever
applied.
been to one of the wrestling
Big time
arenas? Like
suplex.
to see like a
Yeah,
actual
But there's more
you've
to
been, right?
come.
I've been to
A
the last one I
second
went
gut
to
wrench suplex.
was
That is the
Yeah.
kind of
WWF,
move that
Canadian
leaves
Wrestling
our
Federation.
jaws on.
Right, right. I think those are amazing. The live ones are
Risking it
crazy. Like
all and
WWE.
able to
I remember I
connect
seen one in
like a
what was it?
homing
Was
missile.
it the Rogers Center? I think it was
Yep, yep.
in Toronto. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I went
it
to
was. It was
SmackDown.
Zach. I forgot his name.
Stalking
Zach
a downed
Diggler or something
opponent
like
and a
that.
vicious boot.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, he was
another.
amazing.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. They've definitely taken their lumps at this
yeah. I
point.
went to
Their
SmackDown
opponent
in
is not messing
2019,
around.
and it was next level.
Next level.
Suplex.
The
Yeah,
setup is like unreal. Like there's no entertainment like that. Not even a Michael Jackson show is like that. Like,
the
Here's
so
a
it's
way
like
to get
pyrotechnics.
number
out of the
one
way
in
of this fight.
the
This feels so
entertainment. You know,
unsafe.
like it's crazy.
Yeah,
And it's been
Tossed back
forever
into the
number
ring.
one. That's the thing though. Like,
yep. It's the longest running weekly episodic podcast.
Brutal forearm.
Oh, sorry, we're
holy,
on
Could be
the
it.
episodic show.
right.
And he easily stops the ref's count. He's still in this. Pump kick on target.
None of this is
They
good.
got their eyes locked on their opponent.
Forearm to the
Yeah,
neck.
Now
Wow, that's
the
crazy.
kind of move that wins matches.
It's over. All in a night's work.
well, that's what happened there.
Wow.
Here is your winner, the villain,
Wow.
Nathan Laughlin.
That was interesting.
This kind of win.
I did not
That
see
was
it happen.
insane. That was
An
insane. I'm not gonna
important
lie.
win for him in this one.
You put in the work
you know
and
what?
good things
These are
happen.
avatars.
That's
These
a
are not
performance
your
that
regular
everybody
characters.
should hope
Something
to
you'll never
emulate.
see. Like to see yourself doing this. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's some next level. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. So when I say me and the boys wrestling, where people wake up and choose violence, you saw that right there in the flesh. Oh, man.
Back.
Yep,
Back.
yep, yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. And we're back. All right, so we do have music, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not just here showing you people getting beat up and all of that fun stuff. You know what I mean? We got some music for you. Just got to get it queued up. All right, so Taj,
Yeah.
what was your first experience with music?
First experience, if you wanna go that deep, it was just like a freestyle. You know, I was with my homies, we're freestyling, you know. Well, I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore, but you know, when I was smoking, we would have our little sessions and you know, we'd be freestyling thinking that we're gonna be some like big time rappers or come with all
Yeah.
these inspirational flows that we've seen before and exercising like you know our mentality of experiences in life and sharing it together like kind of like a therapy. It was like a kind of therapy, you know, like when we came together
Mhm.
and it made us feel good and then yeah, it just kind of took off. It started off from right there.
All right. All right. Who would you say? No, no, I'm sure, like every creative, you pride yourself on your originality. But if you were to compare yourself to an industry artist, who would it be?
It's a good question. I take a lot of inspiration from a lot of artists. So like to say one artist, it's kind of hard for me to say one artist because I learn from every artist.
Okay.
And the reason why I do that is so that way the audience, which likes different versions of artists, can kind of see the fluctuation of styles. You know what I mean? So what I did for myself is I took multiple styles and I just incorporated into my taste, my seasoning, and kind of like, delivered it like that. Where I would take from a Drake, I would take from a Michael Jackson, like, it's like all over
Yeah.
different eras, like funk,
Okay.
new, old, and if it matches on the beat, then we got something to work with.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's how it is. Let's talk about that for a minute.
yeah. That's how it
What's
is. Yeah.
the inspiration for that song?
It was like uh, you know, looking at life experiences like on a whole, like not just mine, things I've seen. And I'm like,
Mm,
holy, like that's just how it is. That's how it is. Like it's like in every situation, like you know what I mean? Like
okay.
you can't even knock that. Like there's people that are rich, there's people that are poor, there's people that are struggling to achieve certain things, and that's just how it is. And
Mm,
we're always trying, and that's just how it is. Some people make it successfully, that's how it is. Some people have money, some people have issues with like communication, and it only takes one call, and you know what I mean. Like it's just
yep.
a lot of how do I look at it, like emotional intelligence, but I put it in a song. You know what I mean? Like I made a message reach out to people so they can like get a vision of different experiences in life, not just your own, what you're
Mm,
going through, but we're all going through this. That's how it is.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you heard the man. Now let's hear the song.
Oh, no doubt. That's how it is, Tajh King.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is when you holding out a squad. That's how it is when the money never stops. Did you ever think it can happen at all? That's how it is when the money never stops. That's how it is, only takes one call. That's how it is, that's what it is. That's how it is, that's what it is. Yeah. All I need is my behind. I don't see why you gotta hate on this guy. It don't make no sense. I'm gonna get that money, flip that money, hold it down. I got no time to hate, cause my time they going now. It ain't for the crown. I got my crowd, it's family now, like Benjamin's button down. I got no time for foolish clowns. That's how it is when you holding out a squab. That's how it is when the money never stops. Did you ever think it can happen at all? That's how it is when the money never stops. That's how it is, it only takes one call. That's how it is, that's what it is. That's how it is, that's what it is. Yeah. That's how it is when you holding on the squad. That's how it is when the money never stops. Did you ever think it could happen at all? That's how it is when the money never stops. That's how it is, it only takes one call. That's how it is, that's what it is. That's how it is, that's what it is. Yeah.
Ah,
Mm,
okay.
that's something different for the
So,
world, you know.
yeah, man. Yeah. I hear that. It's still in the track still. All
Yeah,
right.
respect.
Done though. So like the creative process, it takes different amounts of time for different people. So what is the longest time it's taking you to make a song, and what is the shortest time it's taking you to make a song?
I can make a song in one day,
Okay.
recorded, pressed out, everything. I can make a song even shorter than that. I can make a song in like 3 hours.
Okay.
The longest it takes me to make a song is like it like it varies, because if I make a track in one day, I have to still be consistently on it. If I don't be consistently on it, then it takes me longer to actually finish the track. But the maximum is like a week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But if I'm on it, like my penmanship, like I can write like 4 songs a day, 5 songs a day, 10 songs a day, all different, different topics, different, like a factory, just different.
Okay.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean? So yeah, there's a lot of like different styles that I make too. This is not just one style that I work with, but I know for the listeners, they like modern type stuff, so I try to keep it modern.
Okay. So what's your favorite genre to produce?
I like commercial music, period. If it's commercial, like
Okay.
where everybody can listen to it, that's what I mean by commercial, not like, oh, it's underground, it's trap, or it's no, it's like a song that everybody can listen to commercially. I like that
Mhm.
type of music because it brings good vibes, it brings good views in life. You know what I mean? It kind of helps the experience in life, and music is like with your journey, So I like music like that.
Okay. Just to let you know, we are monitored by Online Radio Box, brought to you in part by Exposed to North Enterprises. We go there and beyond. Culture Shock Radio, you're in the mix. Come get your fix. Culture Shock Magazine, the zine for those unseen in the scene, and Culture Shock. We are the product. This is episode 454 of the Tyrell Effect. We are here
Sure.
with Taj King. I'm stretching right now because I've been sitting in this chair for the last 40 minutes. So I recommend y'all to do the same. If you need to grab a snack or something out the fridge, do that now because we're going to take a quick break. Zeno.fm/CULCHASHOCKRADIO. Zeno.fm/culture shock radio. We're in the mix. Come get your fix. Also, if you're watching this live, it's on youtube.com/at Exposed North 8741. All right. So we are here. Third segment. This is you. So when I flip the script, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It's when I give
Mhm.
the guest the opportunity to be the host and make any statements they may have or ask any questions they may have come up with. So, Taj King, you have the floor as I flip the script.
All right, cool, cool. I'm flipping the script right now with Tyrell Effect, and this effect is gonna be asking Tyrell some questions. Like, so Tyrell, what made you do what you're doing for artists that are actually? Because I've seen you do a lot of ranges of in your broadcasting.
Mhm.
So, what made you do platinum recording artists and local artists, or even artists that are coming up? What made you think of this idea?
Um, I well, long story short, everyone needs an outlet, and even the biggest oak starts as a seed,
Right,
right? So this platform is to show that great or small, platinum or unpolished, there's a place for you as long as you're looking for it, kind of thing. And
right.
there are a lot of talented people that just need a little bit of encouragement to get to that next level. You know what I mean? A little bit of support. And
Hmm.
I believe in the integrity of the creative mind, right? I
Right,
have this one line that says, imagination is the insulation of intelligence. Because without your imagination, you can't really come up with creative ideas to problems or, you know what I mean, solve some of the issues that present themselves. So
right.
this is a platform to give people an outlet for their music and their mentality, as well as just to bring people together for positive reasons.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I got another question for you.
Yeah.
Um, were you ever an artist, or like when did you start like making this manifestation happen? Because now you're doing it. Like you have like 454 episodes.
I
So,
started as an artist. I still am an artist. I just performed at the AMAG Studios last week.
jeez.
So yeah, I'm still waiting to hear some feedback, but that's where I
Mhm.
was last week. And
Dope.
I don't think I'll ever not perform. Like if the opportunity comes to me to perform, I likely will take it if the situation is right. But
Okay.
when I realized there was like 50 people performing and no one organizing the performance, I decided that I start organizing more performances, kind of thing.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
everybody wants bread, but so few are willing to build the bakery, kind of thing.
No, for sure. For sure. You know, the bread got ingredients, so you know we got to make sure it tastes right.
And if everybody brings an ingredient, it saves the work of everybody. Because if I one
Hey,
have to go find 8 ingredients, and I know 7 people have an ingredient that I need, why wouldn't I just say, "Come, let's build together. Let's put our ingredients together and make the cake or the bread or whatever it
absolutely.
is."
Absolutely. And I've been telling a lot of artists been actually coming up to me, not to flip the script here, just to elaborate on what you're saying. You know, we got to look at ourselves like how countries look at ourselves. Like our music is an economy. You know what I mean? If we can do trades and not worry about, oh, this guy never paid me, this guy, if we just have the business right, then there's always going to be enough percentages to go around in the pie. You know what I mean? So, and there's also definitely a lot of projects. So it's not that's the only project. Oh, we shouldn't be fighting for this. Like we're artists, we're creators. We have unlimited abilities. You know what I
True.
mean? Yeah. So I always say, you know, try to make people see that dynamic because you know there's different sides of so many things. You know, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have another question for you. Where would you like this um interview broadcast? Where would you like to take it? Like, where do you see it at its full potential?
At its full potential, I don't even need as much space as Tyler Perry has. Just give me a couple acres so I can give me like you know what I mean. I'll buy a decommissioned prison somewhere. You know what I mean.
No
I'll
thanks.
give me one of them high schools that y'all didn't know how to run properly. Let me live in one of those and fix that up. You know what I mean.
Right,
Just give me if I have okay. Right now I live in a 3 bedroom condo and
right,
I have 2 studios in here. Like I'm doing this from my living room studio and then I have my basement studio for where I do my productions and stuff. So if I
right.
could just amplify what I already have going on, even 5 times, I'm
Mm-hmm.
laughing. I'm laughing. It's like I the interviews I do through the course of the year build up to a podcast that I do at the end of the year called the Celebration of Celebrations, where I
Right.
invite any of the interviewees that I've had on the show to come and perform at the end of the year in our New Year's Eve block party, for lack of better terms.
Mm-hmm.
And um just keeping that consistency going, like where I'm basically churning the waters so that creatives are meeting creatives and creating.
Right.
As long as I got that consistency, I'm good. Like it's not a
Mm-hmm.
matter of being rich and famous. As long as I'm comfortable, as long as I can pay off my statements, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I find
Absolutely.
the more I have, the more they want. So give me just enough for me, and the rest of them can find their own.
Right. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that because
You know what I mean?
we kind of understand what's happening in the world. Not to knock anything that was, you know, because everything has its levels. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep, hundred
But
percent.
yeah, I really like that. I really like where you're heading with this. I like where you're doing with it. I like the intent, the potential, and you know, I always say, you know, once it's packaged right, there's gonna be someone that's interested, right? So
Yep,
I like what you're doing. Yeah, man. That's why I
appreciate
came
it.
out here. I like that. Yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome, and yeah, man, I like anyone who Miss Smith brings in my direction. I know is good people because she hasn't steered me wrong yet, and I've had several dozen interviews from her. So you know, like I'm glad that we got to connect because we need to come out of our silos. We need to start meeting in our backyards and meeting in our streets and like civilly
Mm-hmm.
holding gatherings and saying, hey, like, what are you doing? Okay, well, I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
this. Let's do this
Mm-hmm.
together so that we can all make something happen that's beneficial to all of us. You know what I mean?
Right. But
Like,
I think what's really important to add on to that is the
mhm,
timing. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, let's actually set a date.
yep,
You know, because like having a conversation is always great. It's amazing. That's the first line of communication. But to execute it is the next level, you know, and to make that go into motion. And I feel like because there's so much going on in other people's lives individually, we don't get to
hmm
set the date.
That is very important. You know what? And as you say, set the date. I want y'all to save the date. June 6th, Niagara Falls, Nico's restaurant. We're going to be doing a bench commemoration for Justice for Black Lives. We want y'all to be there. Come take some pictures. Come gather and buy some food and listen to some music, or you know what I mean, congregate with your community. It's going to be a thing. Details to come in the coming weeks. Whew. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by the Village Global Network. The Village Global Network. We make the network reaching over 193 countries worldwide and servicing listeners. It's easier to read the list of people who aren't, like the list of countries that aren't listening, than it is to go through the countries that are.
Right.
You know what I mean? When we started, there was like 17 countries listening. Now we're at 193. We have a greater reach
Amazing.
than Spotify, although we're still building up the base of listeners.
No, most
So,
definitely. You know, there's
so
just so much going on in the world. You know what I mean?
yep,
Like if it wasn't for Smith and like I wouldn't even know. We wouldn't have this conversation. There's always some type of bridge. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
it's just keeping the consistency. So God bless you for that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
sir.
having that consistency, a lot of people fall off, you know, like pieces of the rocket ship and they don't get to land on it, even if it's true or not. It's just a great concept. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
yeah, you know, Godspeed and everything, you know, it's just that timing. And sometimes it's just the right people you gotta line it up with, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. And we'll get more into the timing when we get back. All right, we're back. So yeah, timing is very important. Timing is very important, especially when it comes to music
Mm-hmm.
and the creations. Like I was put onto some game the other day and it made sense. Like just because the first plan didn't go, the first meeting didn't go as planned, or something didn't come out of the first meeting, doesn't mean
Yeah.
something can't come out of it down the road. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's
Right.
just one of those things that you gotta take into consideration
No,
and just
absolutely.
have the right behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about characteristic, bro. You hit it on the nail, bro.
Character gets you far. Well, we got
So
two more.
far.
We got two tracks here for you. This
Yeah.
is how we do it, and then Dreams.
Yeah. However you want to do it.
We'll play This Is How You Do It.
All right, cool.
This is how we do it. Show me how you do it. This is how we do it. In the hood, party every weekend. Tell me what we doing. Show me how you feeling. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, party every weekend. Whoa. Send me the Addy. I'm on the ass. Come through with them baddies. Baby, it's Friday night. Don't tell me excuses. Send you the Uber, east side to the party. Bottles reading Bacardi. Text me when you in the lobby. Oh, we can live forever. Baby, no pressure. Just to elevate. Just penetrate, concentrate. Fears that you can't replace. This is how we do it. Show me how you do it. This is how we do it. In a party every weekend. So tell me what we doing. We all got Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got dreams. Yeah, I got it.
True thing.
I got it. Never give up, and it won't be enough. I ain't hanging it up. Bet on myself. Don't need to lean on your trust. I'm like Billie Jean. I'm in the cut, my squad and my team. Yeah, we going up. Hold on your dreams. Damn, people stay mean. On the ball like an NBA team. One vision, but you dusty than me. Out here, that we counted the crew. Outside like a big dream. Outside with a big team. Outside on the big skins. Outside some of them all. Outside with them fiends. Jumbotron on the screens. Outside of my dream. Yeah.
Got some energy in this one, fam.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, different variations, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, where can they find these songs?
They can find it on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you got. It's on there. It's out there. The EP just dropped from April 4th, so it's on there forever. You guys can enjoy it, listen to it, download it, whatever you want to do, make videos with it. It's there for your company.
There you go. There you go. All right, before we head out, is there anyone you want to shout out or say thank you to?
Oh, number one, just want to shout out to God. If it wasn't for God and His creativity, I couldn't do it. So I thank God for giving me the ability to make it happen. Number two,
And
I thank you for my drive to make this happen, to stay consistent. I thank you, all my supporters. There's like a long names, but you guys know who you are. So it's always love and respect. And you know, I thank you, Tyrell Effect, for letting me do this with all your alloys and people that you do business with that get to see this. So thank you. And it's always love and respect, you know?
always done though. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I find that the more we have respectful encounters like this, the better off we are as a community. So we just gotta keep building, man. Just don't let anyone stop you with their negativity. Protect your energies. Make sure you know what I mean, you stay true to yourself and like honor that which is true to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Keep it authentic.
Exactly. 100%. We played the song Dreams. We played the song That's How It Is. We played the song This
Hey,
Is
you
How
want
We
some
Do
more?
It.
I should have sent you some more. You know, I just thought 3 was good enough. But yeah, there's
Hey
always
man,
more.
what we'll do is the next time you have time, we'll feature one of your EPs or your albums, and we'll do the whole thing.
All right, that sounds dope. I'm ready for that.
I'll give you a mix. Yeah. We're supposed to have Ezra come on. He's a anime nominated artist. So we'll see where we can coordinate that. But stay with us while we jeez. My words aren't wording right now. Stay with us
It's all
after we
good.
end the podcast, and we
Yeah.
will have more conversation about possibilities and opportunities. This has been the Terrell Effect, episode 454, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Tajh King, who has conducted himself like royalty, and I appreciate that. Expose the North, get at me, youtube.com/@EXPOSETHENORTH. xrpradio.co.uk is where you can find Hosting Under Insanity. Check that out. 6 o'clock tonight. My boy Driving Under Insanity doing the thing. Mondays, youtube.com/@POEZ at 7 o'clock. Me and the boys wrestling. You'll catch me with him doing the commentary thing. But for now, bless up. We out.